What's going on, people, and welcome to a brand new episode of Too Many Games and Not Enough Time, where I get to speak to incredible gamers across the globe. Now, thank you so much for all of the love with the rebrand, the comments, everything. I'm so glad you love it. Remember, if you're listening over on Spotify, iTunes, any of those places, make sure you give us a 5-star rating and come over to the YouTube channel and give us a like and subscribe. And you definitely want to come on the YouTube channel for today's guest. Why? Because she is the first recurring guest ever in Too Many Games. She is the baddest waifu in the game, creator of Girls Can't Geek, a gamer, blue hair, don't care. She's nice on the mic, but more importantly than all of that, she is an incredible mom. BunnyMightGameU, welcome back to Too Many Games.
Here, what's poppin', everybody? I'm saying what's up to y'all from over here in the United States. With hella love, man, love for you. I love you so much, Midas. I love the UK. Shout out to everybody over there in London. How y'all doing?
I am so glad to have you back. Thank you so much for coming back on the show. I've had so much incredible people on Too Many Games, and when I started Too Many Games, it was just a thing where COVID just happened. It literally, like, we first got in a lockdown. I was at home, I was unable to create content, so I just came up with a series where I get to speak to gamers all across the globe. But at that point, we just were familiar of each other in the scene. Like, we didn't really have any type of relationship, and you came on and we had such a dope conversation. But now, like, you're my home girl, we're good friends, we talk all the time, we game together, like, we built such a dope relationship since then. So I had to bring you back on. Like, you had to be the first recurring guest, so thank you so much for coming on. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good over here. We call it, having to spin the block one time. Spin the block is like, when you pop a Yui, spin it around, coming back. So yeah, I feel really good about spinning the block with you. Everything has kind of been so magical. I feel like ever since the last time, well, the first time, we got together for Too Many Games. We were discussing how a lot of the pandemic felt a little surreal because we had already been playing fucking Division 2. And then coming back from that, like, being able to see just how, see how the world is just changing and becoming even more and more like some of the predictions that we had. We follow each other on Twitter. We talk a lot of shit on Black Twitter. And one of the things we chuckle about is just like coming out of the Too Many Games, Not Enough Times, into being forced kind of to stay home and do everything remotely has allowed for us to take charge. I feel like we predicted that gamers were going to take over the world. I just didn't know that we were really going to be right about it like this. Look at how we can do this. Like, it's crazy.
To another level. Now, you've been a gamer for a long time, and you've been in such a integral and interesting space because you've been in a space where, one, you want to obviously show your love of gaming, two, you want to show your love of geek culture and show that women and beautiful women and sexy women and every single type of woman that's out there can be represented within this space. And also as well, like, pushing a music career, which I can tell you is very, very difficult at times. And I feel like gaming's always been able to be your incredible escape from that. What games have you been able to escape from, like, while things have been wild? Because you've been busy. You've been like busy.
Don't even get me started. I think the fact that the Nintendo Switch and the Switch Lite is so accessible, it allows for us to navigate this going back to normal, but not really. It's like a low calorie normal, if you will. But what games have been kind of able to allow for me to still keep that normalcy, right? In and out of the studio or going in and out of whatever type of deadline I have, whether it's a recording studio or a filming studio or, a photo shoot that I might have for Bad Waifu right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Nintendo Switch and the Switch Lite has allowed for me to be able to do that in a way that I feel like the Vita should have, right? But it just was before its time. But I have been gaming for a very, very, very long time. Quite frankly, I can remember getting in trouble for, fucking with my cousin's Atari. But I will say that I am glad that we've come such a long way as gamers. And navigating this space, being able to, if I can't get on my 5, right, it's all good because I can still be able to get on Mario Party.
So is that
and go on Discord with my phone while I'm on my Switch.
So what's been your main go-to on your Switch? Because right now I've been banging out Pokemon Arceus. I'm not even a Pokemon don, but I love it. Like, it's so
I feel like
sick.
not enough people talk about it enough. I want somebody to convince me to get on it. So I'm happy that you have.
So, like, listen, I'm not the Pokemon don. Like, I'm a big man. Like, I was playing Final Fantasy. So by the time when Red and Blue came out, I was like, this is baby JRPGs. I'm a big man for this. Yeah. And no shade, anyone can play it. But I was like, for me, I just felt like this time I was a kid, but I felt like I was too grown for it. And I've always wanted to love a Pokemon game, but they always felt, even if they had a nice aesthetic, they just felt old. They just felt like old games. This is the
like
first
an outdated energy.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm like, I'm running around, I'm dashing balls, like I'm catching Pokemon, I'm looking at my Pokedex, I'm battling in real time, like sick.
I'm so excited. I've been so glad. Everybody that I think people feel like they're too cool for school when it comes to the new Pokemon game. So I haven't met enough people that have gotten me to really be excited about it. So now.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. I'm telling you. You're gonna message me like, Midas, I just caught a shiny.
Then we're gonna have to add you to the group chat over there at the Girls Can't Geek Discord. It's really fun. I heard you saying you're not really into Discord like that. What's up with that?
So I use Discord, but I more use Discord for business. So like the company, so like me being a host on Jinx TV, we've got a Jinx Discord.
Ooh, shout to Jinx.
BAFTA Game Awards, I'm a BAFTA Game member, so I'm in a BAFTA Discord and stuff like that. So 9 times out of 10, I more use Discord in a work setting. So I've never really used it for like getting chats and just kind of talking to people and just shooting a shit and them kind of things. But I'm down to get involved. Yeah, now, if
I do both, and they're very good. It works just as good.
If anyone doesn't know, and if they don't know, I don't know what brick that they've been under or what rock they've been sleeping under. But if they don't know about Girls Can't Geek, break it down to the people.
Let's break it down for the people then, shall we, huh? So Girls Can't Geek was born in 2016. Girls Can't Geek is my baby. It is a brand that I built along with SD Trinity. She and we started out as mainly just a podcast to be able to sit and talk in the voice of the blurred girl, the Black nerd girl experience here in North America. And then also me being Afro-Latina in the Latin American space. So just basically like the way blurred girls kind of feel about life and our lens to what it's like in gaming culture, meme culture, cosplay and shit like that. So if you have been under a brick, I will say the first thing you'll notice about life out from underneath this brick is that Girls Can't Geek has fashioned itself since 2016 to be the go-to voice for the encompassing blurred girl experience. So many brands have been born from the concept and from its ideals that have been out since 2016. Shout out to the girls of Girls Can't Geek, SD Trinity, Jiggly Senpai 3, Goku's God Cousin, also just affiliates of ours like Bad Waifu, Bad Gals Gaming, that make super dope clothes that I only dreamed would come out. Back when we first started, I don't know if you remember, before 2016, it was very, very whitewashed. You either went to Hot Topic or got something off of like the actual Marvel site or the actual like Crunchyroll site. You wouldn't be able to find, you know, shit that was popping to wear by, you know, these go-to anime brands or geek brands. You know, I will go to Think Geek. Do they have that out there in the UK?
No, I don't think we've got that. But yeah, the thing
Have they got Hot Topic over there?
No, but I think most people over here would know about Hot Topic. One of the things that I really like, I'm going to show you something in a minute. One of the things that I really like about you as a creator is you are always spotlighting brands, especially black brands, and even like Bad Waifu. I didn't even know about them until you. And then I see them all over my Instagram. I see so many different models and so many different people in the scene really spotlighting it. And that's something that you've been championing from my day. So kudos to you for that. But, buddy, you know, we're a short form podcast. So let's get straight into the games. 2022 is going to be, I feel like, one of the most incredible years for gaming. Pokemon's already amazing. Sifu's already amazing. What games are you excited for?
To be honest with you, I want to see what they're going to be doing with respect to GTA 6. I really want to know, you know, are we really going to get one? I know it's probably, I like this shirt. It's probably not going to be this year. It'll most likely be the next, but I am also I'm looking forward to taking a look at what they're doing with the adaptations that they're moving from PS4 into PS5. I don't have a real like game that's set for release. Yes, that I'm looking forward to see. The shirt, the culture is just getting so, like we're getting so much retribution for so many years of like crappy tour merch or merchy stuff. Like we've got a lot of great shit. But I will say this, like to have been able to spend quite a great deal of time playing GTA 5, I'm really looking forward to a GTA 6 at some point.
I'm telling you right now, you ain't getting GTA 6.
I'm not getting shit
for ages, because Rockstar just did a Twitter
they rebooted
post. No, they just did a Twitter post saying we're working on GTA 6. No graphics, no trailer, no nothing. Remember, GTA 5 PlayStation 5 versions just launched. GTA 5 Xbox version, Xbox Series S and X version hasn't even launched yet. Like, we are not getting a GTA 5 in a long time, at least 2 years.
So then my second complaint is like, I need a proper game where I can get in the game and act a fool, right? So now I know, so this in my mind, I'm like, I know I'm not gonna get that in GTA, but I heard we're getting a Saints Row. So now I'm just like, I can move forward with my ratchery, because I don't know about you, but we all need a little game where we can be able to just act a fool and fuck shit up, you know. So this my second go-to for my junk food RPG would have to be I'm looking forward to Saints Row and seeing what they're gonna be doing with that. I think that's another game that it's been high time that we could be able to get another installment of the franchise.
So before we get into Saints Row really quickly, do you know about GTA RP?
No.
So GTA RP is basically GTA role playing. So they basically made GTA Online an MMO. So if you can get in an RP server, you basically have to live the life of whatever. So for example, one of my friends, MC Fixer, he is a rapper in Grand Theft Auto RP. So he basically sells these CDs on the street. He basically has got a side job and stuff like that.
A whole thing.
Yeah, there's people who are taxi drivers, there's people who are police, but they're very strict to rules. So you have to stay to the rules of your job. Yeah, so like if you're a taxi driver, you can't just go and rob a bank because they'll just kick you out. Or like you could, like, people are gangsters. So people living real full MMO lives in GTA right now.
Is that the mode where I was having a conversation the other day, and somebody was like, it's really going to take as long as it takes to drive from point A to point B in real world, real life. It'll be true to life more than it has been in the past. That's what I've been hearing.
Well, no, so this is just standard GTA 5 online, but there's servers where you have to join, you have to be accepted to be able to role play in this server. But
I love it.
Saints Row is a game that I missed. I never kind of got into Saints Row, and I always kind of thought like, Saints Row was like a more kind of silly, wacky GTA. I kind of missed it, but this next Saints Row has got me hyped. I love the character design. I love I love the representation, and it's just colorful and it just feels different from everything that's been out. I feel like everything has become so serious, and Nintendo are one of the few companies who don't have to be, everything's got to be serious. And I'm really looking forward to jumping in and just, it's almost like an adult's version of Fortnite.
Exactly. And they're promising that this time around we can be able to get something that everybody a little more relatability. Whereas before it was just more fantasy fuckery than anything else. Like you said, it's an adult version of Fortnite. It's like, I don't want to say a Pornhub version of Fortnite, but it can get there. It's like, the dark nets Sims, when you so anybody that that's into like dark Sims mods, that it'll be that kind of vibe. And I'm looking forward to that. Like I keep saying, now that we're back to this normal and outside is open, like they say, I'm very much seeing myself in a lot of the Discord server that I'm a part of, the Girls Can't Geek Discord server. It's just been a lot of that, a lot of wanting to immerse yourself in the junk food of it all, because we're not back to a normalcy, and you do need to get a little silly and go a little crazy without having to do a battle royale all the time.
100%. So another thing that's really dope is, like I said, when I came across you, it was via the Girls Can't Geek. Then I came on your page and then I saw that you was a recording artist and that how you're a big gamer, and kind of fell down the rabbit hole of BunnyMightGameU. But one of the things that I've been super impressed with you of the last year since we last spoke is how much presenting stuff that you've been doing. You've been doing like IRL hosting at big events and stuff like that. Like, how is it actually been able to transition into an actual live host for gaming events?
Well, transitioning to that, I felt like it was very natural for me. I'd always find myself at cons, right? Whether they were conventions here or overseas, where I speak languages. So I can access certain types of things that I felt like a lot of the team, whoever, the squad might be at the time, couldn't really access. And it was always about getting more access, not necessarily VIP, but just like really just good vibe, right? And there was always a need for that. I feel like I naturally transitioned into that because as a recording artist and a gamer who's always at an event at that capacity, I always just kind of had the balls to say, oh, no, wait, we should have a fucking dope bar where everybody knows who we are. And we don't have to look like the guy in the suit at the VIP airlines lounge, or we don't have to look like the hot chick in the lace front over at the, casino lounge. Like, we want to be us, but still be plugged into where there's going to be a poppin' playlist or a badass DJ. With some bad bitches, because we some badass bitches. The squad, Girls Can't Geek, the vibes. And so in saying that, I transitioned because I felt like there was a need for us to be represented again in that space. And with places like Coexist Gaming, which is women-led, women CEO, shout out to Coexist in New York. Places like Axis Replay with their Axis Arena, performances. That's also women-led and woman CEO. People like Queens Gaming Collective, women-led, women CEO. Shout out to Queens. Just really recognizing that a lot of my girls didn't know where the party was at, and in order to get the party, where it needed to be, just kind of taking the lead, and it's been fun.
If anyone's gonna get the party started, it's BunnyMightGameU. Bunny,
with love always.
Bunny. Before I let you go, I'm gonna put you on the spot because you do some dope ass cosplay, and your Boma cosplay was on another level. Love it to death. Go on their Instagram, you have to check it out. I'm gonna put you on the spot. All right. So imagine I am Bandai Namco. I'm Mr. Bandai. I'm giving you a call. I've got a nice check for you. You get me? I got like a good I've got like 500 mil for you. Yeah. I want you to pitch me a Boma game.
Ooh. Okay. I'm going to pitch you a Boma game. In this game, it's definitely, it's a fighting game. It's definitely a fighting game, and it's between universes. There's several, it's kind of like the Tournament of Power, except instead of it being told in the eyes of like Vegeta and Kakarot Goku, it's told in Bulma's eyes and Chi-Chi's eyes. And the Bulmas and Chi-Chis of several universes are part of this Tournament of Power. And we'll see at the end of it all, you'll see the girls on top.
Ooh,
Bulma wins.
I like it. Seems like I'm going to be writing a check.
Listen, Ultra Instinct ain't got nothing on B.
Oh, funny. The time just flies. It just goes so quick. Like,
we gotta do a part 2.
This is
you
part
gotta come
2.
on Girls Can't Geek. You're gonna have to come on Girls Can't Geek.
We're gonna have to do a part 3. I'm 100% down to come on Girls Can't Geek. I just want to take a moment to say, like, when I started Too Many Games, this was something I just started at home because I wasn't able to create. I've been lucky enough to be a TV presenter for years, but starting Too Many Games was literally almost like starting again. The channel didn't really have any numbers, and it was me just wanting to be creative. And you came on and was one of my favorite guests. I got so much great feedback about you. People loved hearing you, and I just appreciate you taking that chance with me. I love the energy that you always bring. I love the relationship that we have. You're incredible at what you do. Keep being amazing. You're an amazing mom. Shout out Mini Bunny. Thank you so much for coming. Just before I let you go, where should the people go and consume all your incredible content?
Well, as always, at BunnyMightGameU on everything, BunnyMightGame, because as always, I'm on at Girls Can't Geek. I am the owner and the founder of the At Girls Can't Geek podcast. So you can go to www.girlscan'tgeek.com. Again, at Girls Can't Geek everything, whether it be YouTube, Spotify, or anywhere you listen or watch your podcast. Brand new coming right up, aside from the at Bad Waifu official campaigns that I am a part of. I am the #1 ambassador worldwide for at Bad Waifu official. It's crazy. I love it. Life is amazing. And then you can also find me at queens.gg. My new music, oh my God, without my label, independent music that I have coming out will be North America and Latin American artists just vibing out in a bilingual vibe. Stay tuned at www.bunnyiscanon.com. You will see a very, very new side of my music. It's going to be fun. I don't know if you guys in the UK get dembow or any of like that island type of Spanish vibe music, that Latino.
Oh yeah, we about it. We about it. Yeah, there's a lot of information, so I'm going to leave it in the bio below so you can go and check out Bunny and all of her incredible content. Once again, Bunny, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you all. Now, if you are listening on your podcast services and you're not on a YouTube, make sure you give us a 5-star rating. Come over and see Bunny. She's pretty as hell. You want to see her, and she's super dope. I've been Mr. Midas. She be Bunny. Bunny might game you, and we out of here.
We Peace. Out. Like and subscribe.